lovers, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And some room to roam now. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That's a what? That's a what? Check. Check hot route.
Back to Mixon on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. And Dalton to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Throwing, Dalton. He finds his running back, Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Watch safety creep, watch safety creep. Heavy.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Hands up. Here we go. Can.
Here I come.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bullet good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Get your running. Watch your slant. Watch your slant.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 2, Taylor, he's got Green. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. From midfield now, here's Taylor. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And he's going to go down again. Geno Atkins, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Joe Mixon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
44. Here you go.
Hey, defense, let's go. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Woo-hoo. Mike.
Dalton here from the gun, going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Kevin White, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Taylor, and this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Here's Taylor. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Now Gordon on 1st down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. Trey Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's what I do. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds.
On 2nd and 9, Taylor. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
52's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Come on. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Time to go. Night. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 57's the mic. Mike 57. In your face.
4th down. Here's Taylor. And able to find Green. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Chargers 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Joker, 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 Joker. Switch, switch, switch. Motion.
Mixon. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They run it here with Gordon. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And it's complete. Henry. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Throwing on 2nd down. Taylor looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hands up, please. Check 25.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Bravo. Switch. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go. 49 to Mike. 49.
Operating from the gun, Dalton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Finding Green complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Over. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Watch the run. That's it. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Being chased out left. And caught by Henry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Delta. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Hey, let's get in them holes. 57.
On first and 10, it's Taylor. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Watch the boot.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, second and 15.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Taylor will throw again. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again, it's Taylor. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now second and goal.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
57 Mike. Mike 57. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. He can't hang.
Final play of the half, it's Taylor. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, check. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go. Hands here. 57's Mike. Get ready. Zoom. 57. Mike 57. You better bring it. I'm letting you.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Geno Atkins in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's pulled in at the 32. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 44, Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
General West. Regular. We're good.
From the gun, Dalton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. On the return, it's King. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. This is Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They go play action with Taylor. And the pressure gets to him again. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Now Taylor going deep here for Allen, and that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken around the 12. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Again, it's Mixon. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Move. Kill. 368.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. And he's got Rodgers. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hands up. Lead.
The 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Got it complete to Rodgers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Hands up. 368.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Kill. Hey, turn.
After the penalty, it's Mixon.
Check three. Switch.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 2nd down now, Bernard. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run here with Mixon. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Passing, it's Dalton. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Dalton with his third touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Just like that. Just like that.
Now Taylor on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big one there for the Chargers, and even 40 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Watch the slants. Watch the slant.
Echo. 57 to Mike. Run it.
Throwing again. Taylor. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, here's Gordon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 57 to mark.
He'll look to throw. Green brings it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Gordon. 12 more yards there and another first down. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. It's Eckler again. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
57 to mark. 57 to mark. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Come on now. Come on now. 57 to mark.
They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.